Imagine standing beneath a waterfall of abundance with a tiny cup in your hand, catching only droplets while gallons cascade around you. The water rushes past, its endless supply continuing whether you catch it or not. This isn't just a metaphor, it's the reality of how most people interact with the universe's infinite supply of blessings. Have you ever wondered why some people seem blessed with everything they desire while others struggle despite their best efforts? The difference isn't luck or privilege, it's their capacity to receive. The truth is, the universe isn't withholding what you want from you. You may simply need to learn how to receive it. Throughout human history, wisdom traditions have taught that abundance is our natural state. Modern quantum physics confirms what ancient mystics knew: everything is energy, and energy is limitless. Yet despite living in a universe of infinite potential, most people experience limitation and scarcity. Why? Because they've never learned the art of receiving. This audiobook will transform your relationship with universal energy. I'll share both timeless spiritual principles and practical techniques that will help you become a masterful receiver in all areas of your life: wealth, relationships, health, and purpose. You'll discover why your current reality might not match your desires, and more importantly, how to bridge that gap consistently. By the time we finish our journey together, you'll understand exactly why some people effortlessly attract their desires while others struggle. More importantly, you'll have concrete tools to join those who live in flow with universal abundance. The difference between where you are and where you want to be is simply your ability to receive. Let's begin unlocking that ability together. Chapter 1: The Infinite Flow, Understanding Universal Abundance. Have you ever stood at the ocean's edge, watching waves roll endlessly to shore? No matter how many waves crash onto the beach, the ocean never runs out. The universe operates with this same principle of unlimited abundance, not the scarcity most humans perceive. This fundamental truth changes everything about how we receive. The law of divine oneness tells us that we are connected to everything in existence: every person, every particle, every possibility. This isn't just spiritual theory. Quantum entanglement demonstrates that particles once connected remain influenced by each other regardless of distance. Similarly, you are entangled with everything you desire. Your dreams aren't separate from you, they already exist in the universal field, waiting for your alignment. Scarcity is an illusion created by limited human perception. When you see only what's physically manifested in your immediate experience, you miss the infinite potential surrounding you. It's like focusing on one drop of water while ignoring the ocean. Your smartphone connects to invisible wireless signals. Similarly, you can learn to connect with the invisible abundance that constantly surrounds you. To begin recognizing abundance already present in your life, try this simple exercise. For 3 consecutive days, carry a small notebook and record every moment of abundance you experience. The air you breathe, sunlight warming your skin, a stranger's smile, all are forms of receiving. This practice shifts your perception from what's missing to what's perpetually available. Understanding the difference between the universe's perspective and human limitations is crucial. The universe doesn't recognize impossible or not enough. These concepts exist only in human thought. The universe operates through quantum potential, where everything exists simultaneously in wave form until observed and collapsed into particle form through consciousness. Your role isn't to create abundance, it already exists. Your job is becoming receptive to it. Like tuning a radio to receive existing broadcasts, you must tune your energy to receive what's already flowing. The shift from, "How do I get what I want?" to, "How do I receive what's already mine?" revolutionizes your relationship with manifestation. The universe's abundance includes not just material wealth but infinite love, creativity, joy, and opportunity. When you understand that receiving operates through alignment rather than effort, manifestation becomes effortless. You're not trying to create something new but allowing yourself to receive what already exists in potential form. As we move forward, remember this foundational truth: the universe isn't withholding anything from you. What appears as lack is simply misalignment with the infinite flow that constantly surrounds you. Chapter 2: Vibrational Alignment, the science of receiving. Why can two people pursue identical goals with identical actions, yet experience radically different results? The answer lies not in what they're doing but in their vibrational frequency. Everything in existence vibrates at specific frequencies, from physical objects to thoughts and emotions. This isn't mystical mumbo-jumbo but scientifically verifiable reality. The law of vibration states that nothing rests, everything moves. Even seemingly solid objects consist of atoms in constant motion. Your body, thoughts, and emotions operate at specific vibrational frequencies. More importantly, these frequencies act like magnets, attracting experiences that match them. This explains why someone who has it all can still feel miserable, while someone with few material possessions can experience profound joy. Your energetic state directly determines what you can receive from the universe. Picture yourself as a radio receiver. You can only tune into stations broadcasting at frequencies your dial can access. Similarly, you can only receive experiences that match your vibrational frequency. If wealth exists at one frequency but your energy vibrates at another, wealth remains inaccessible regardless of your actions. How can you recognize and assess your current vibrational set point? Your emotions provide the most reliable indicator. Emotions like joy, appreciation, and enthusiasm indicate high vibrational states that align with receiving. Worry, frustration, and resentment signal lower frequencies that block receiving. Each emotion has a corresponding frequency that either opens or closes your receptivity. Try this assessment. Throughout today, set hourly reminders to check your emotional state. Don't judge what you discover, simply observe. This creates awareness of your predominant vibrational patterns and reveals why certain desires remain unrealized despite your best efforts. The crucial connection between thoughts, emotions, and your vibrational frequency creates your receiving capacity. Thoughts generate emotions, emotions create vibrations, and vibrations determine what you can receive. This cycle operates continuously whether you're conscious of it or not. Deliberately shifting your vibration is both art and science. Begin with your physical state. Your posture, breathing, and movement directly influence your emotions. Stand tall, breathe deeply, and move energetically to instantly elevate your frequency. Next, redirect your mental focus toward what's working rather than what's lacking. Finally, cultivate emotions that vibrationally match your desires. If you seek abundance, generate feelings of gratitude and generosity now, before material evidence appears. The most powerful vibrational alignment practice combines physical, mental, and emotional elements. Spend 15 minutes daily in your receiving state, physically relaxed yet energized, mentally focused on having already received your desire, and emotionally feeling the satisfaction of fulfillment. This calibrates your energy to the frequency of what you want. Remember that vibrational alignment isn't about forcing positive thinking. It's about authentically shifting your energy through conscious awareness and deliberate choice. When your vibration matches what you desire, receiving becomes your natural state. Chapter 3: Clear Channels, Preparing Your Energy Field. Have you ever tried pouring water into an already full glass? It simply overflows, wasted. Your energy field works similarly. Before you can receive new abundance, you must create space by clearing existing blockages. These energetic obstructions are often invisible yet powerfully influential. Limiting beliefs about worthiness and abundance form the primary blockages in most people's receiving channels. These beliefs operate below conscious awareness, programmed through childhood experiences, cultural conditioning, and past disappointments. The most common include, "I don't deserve success," "money requires struggle," and "good things don't last." Each creates energetic resistance to receiving, regardless of your conscious desires. To identify your personal limiting beliefs, complete this revealing exercise. Write down 3 areas where receiving seems challenging, perhaps money, love, or recognition. For each, ask yourself, what would happen if I effortlessly received abundance in this area? The fears, doubts, and concerns that arise reveal your subconscious blocks. Techniques for energetic clearing create receptive space within your field. Sound clearing uses vibration to dislodge stagnant energy. Try humming or chanting OM for 5 minutes daily while visualizing blockages dissolving. Emotional freedom technique involves tapping specific meridian points while acknowledging limiting beliefs, then replacing them with empowering alternatives. Physical movement, particularly dance and yoga, releases energetic stagnation stored in your body. Before making requests to the universe, check your energy and intention. Are you asking from lack or abundance? From fear or love? From desperation or inspiration? The energy behind your request determines what you can receive. Take 3 deep breaths before any manifestation practice, setting the intention, I release all resistance and open fully to receiving now. Daily practices maintain high vibrational states for optimal receiving. Begin each morning by energetically decluttering. Visualize a golden light flowing through your body, dissolving any blockages. Throughout the day, regularly ask, am I open to receiving right now? If not, pause and release tension from your body, particularly your shoulders, jaw, and hands, common areas where we physically hold on rather than remain receptive. Forgiveness creates perhaps the largest opening for receiving. Each resentment you carry occupies energy that could otherwise receive abundance. Identify 3 situations where you're withholding forgiveness from others or yourself. For each, acknowledge the pain, release expectations about what should have happened, and choose freedom over being right. Your energy field responds instantly to your conscious intention. Simply declaring, I am open to receiving now, begins shifting your energetic state. Practice this declaration throughout your day, particularly before meals, receiving nourishment, conversations, receiving connection, and rest, receiving restoration. By consistently clearing your energy field, you transform from a clogged channel to a clear conduit for universal abundance. With these blockages removed, we can now explore how to make effective requests to the universe. Chapter 4: Divine Requests, The Art of Asking. The child who asks for a toy receives something very different than the child who asks for the red fire truck with extending ladder in the store window. How you ask the universe matters tremendously. Many people fail to receive not because the universe is unwilling to give but because their requests lack the specificity, clarity, and energetic alignment needed for fulfillment. The essential components of an effective request begin with specificity. The universe responds to precision, not generalities. Rather than asking for more money, request an additional $2,500 monthly income through enjoyable means by October 15th. This clarity gives the universal forces exact parameters to work within. Clarity and specificity matter because the universe operates through matching patterns. When your request contains detailed vibrational information, it can align precisely with corresponding possibilities. Vague requests generate vague results. Imagine ordering food at a restaurant versus ordering grilled salmon with lemon butter sauce, steamed asparagus, and wild rice. Which gives the kitchen clearer instructions? Frame requests in positive, present tense language that signals to your subconscious mind and the universe that fulfillment already exists. Instead of, I don't want to be in debt anymore, try, I now enjoy financial freedom with an abundance of resources. This positive framing creates forward momentum rather than reinforcing what you're trying to move away from. The most effective requests combine logical precision with emotional power. Logic provides the blueprint, emotion supplies the energy. Try this formula, I now receive, specific desire, which brings me, emotional outcome. For example, I now receive a fulfilling position as creative director at a progressive company, which brings me joy, security, and creative expression. When making requests, maintain the delicate balance of emotional investment without attachment to outcomes. Feel the joy of your desire as if already fulfilled, yet release rigid expectations about how and when it manifests. This paradoxical state, emotionally connected yet detached, creates maximum receptivity. Your requests should reflect authentic desires, not what you believe you should want or what others expect of you. The universe responds most powerfully to authentic desires arising from your true self. Before making major requests, check whether they originate from your genuine values or external pressures. Timing also influences effective asking. Make important requests during heightened receptive states after meditation, upon waking, before sleep, during nature immersion, or following creative expression. These periods of heightened awareness create stronger energetic channels between your consciousness and universal intelligence. Practice making clear requests daily, not just for major desires but for small experiences. This builds your asking muscles and demonstrates the consistent responsiveness of the universe. Request a perfect parking spot, a meaningful conversation, or an inspired solution to a minor problem. Each fulfilled request builds confidence in your receiving ability. Remember that asking effectively is a skill developed through practice. Refine your requests based on results, becoming increasingly precise about what you truly desire. As you master the art of asking, you'll naturally discover the complementary principle that governs universal flow, the law of circulation. Chapter 5, Cosmic Circulation, the Law of Giving and Receiving. Have you noticed how a clenched fist can neither give nor receive? This simple observation reveals a profound universal truth. Giving and receiving are not separate actions but different aspects of the same energy flow. The universe operates through constant exchange, rivers flowing to oceans, oceans becoming clouds, clouds releasing rain. This cosmic circulation governs everything, including your ability to receive. Giving opens the channels for receiving in your life through energetic principles. When you give, you affirm abundance, you demonstrate faith that more will come. This creates an energetic vacuum that the universe naturally fills. It's similar to breathing. Exhaling fully allows for a deeper, more satisfying inhale. Those who struggle to receive often hesitate to give, creating energetic stagnation. The intention behind your giving determines its power. Giving with pure intention means offering without expectation of return, appreciation, or recognition. This creates clean energetic circulation. Contrast this with manipulative giving, offering with hidden agendas, keeping score, or giving to create obligation. Such giving blocks rather than enhances receiving because its vibrational quality contradicts abundance. Gratitude serves as the bridge between giving and receiving. It acknowledges the flow already present in your life, amplifying your receptivity to more. Begin and end each day by identifying 3 specific aspects of your life you're grateful for. Feel the gratitude physically in your body rather than merely thinking grateful thoughts. This embodied gratitude shifts your vibrational frequency instantly. To keep energy circulating through generosity, implement the 10% principle. Consistently give at least 10% of what you wish to receive more of. If you desire more money, give 10% of your income. If you want more love, give 10% of your time to loving actions. If you seek more recognition, give genuine acknowledgement to others. This practice initiates the circulation that inevitably returns to you multiplied. Many people block receiving through these common patterns: inability to accept compliments, difficulty asking for help, uncomfortable feelings when receiving gifts, or feeling obligated to immediately reciprocate. Notice which patterns apply to you and practice conscious receiving, accepting with grace and genuine appreciation rather than dismissal or discomfort. Try this circulation exercise. Each morning, set the intention to notice 3 opportunities to give meaningfully to others. These need not involve money. Authentic attention, sincere appreciation, or practical assistance all qualify. With each giving action, internally affirm, as I give, I create space to receive. Then, equally important, notice 3 opportunities to receive graciously throughout your day, consciously accepting without diminishing what's offered. Nature demonstrates perfect circulation through seasons of giving and receiving. Trees release oxygen and receive carbon dioxide. Soil provides nutrients and receives organic matter. This balanced exchange sustains life. Similarly, your willingness to both give and receive maintains healthy energy flow in all areas of your existence. As you practice cosmic circulation, you'll discover that giving and receiving ultimately become indistinguishable two expressions of the same flowing abundance. This balanced exchange connects you to the universe's communication system, which we'll explore next through signs and synchronicities. Chapter 6: Divine Breadcrumbs, Following Signs and Synchronicities. Have you ever thought of someone seconds before they called? Or repeatedly encountered the same unusual number, animal, or symbol? These aren't random coincidences but the universe's guidance system, divine breadcrumbs leading you toward expanded receiving. Learning to recognize and follow these signs transforms your manifestation process from struggle to synchronous flow. Synchronicities are meaningful coincidences that can't be explained by conventional causality. Carl Jung, who coined the term, described them as temporally coincident occurrences of acausal events. In simpler terms, they're the universe's way of confirming you're on track or nudging you in beneficial directions. They often appear when you've clearly asked for guidance or during significant life transitions. Common types of synchronicities include recurring numbers, like 111 or 555. Repeated symbols, or animals appearing in unusual contexts, overheard conversations that directly address your current questions, or meeting exactly the right person at precisely the right moment. Each category carries specific guidance about your manifestations. Number patterns often indicate timing or energy alignment. Animal appearances typically reflect qualities you need to embody. Random encounters frequently deliver exactly the connection or information you need. To distinguish genuine signs from random events, apply these discernment principles. True synchronicities carry emotional impact. They trigger goosebumps, profound recognition, or inexplicable knowing. They often appear in clusters or patterns rather than isolated incidents. Most importantly, they feel personally meaningful rather than generically applicable to anyone. When you receive conflicting or unclear signs, return to your inner guidance system. Close your eyes, take 3 deep breaths, and ask, what is the highest interpretation of these signs for my greatest good? The answer that brings the most peace and expansion, rather than contraction or doubt, indicates your best direction. Creating a synchronicity journal accelerates your recognition of patterns. Each evening, record unusual coincidences, recurring symbols, or unexpected alignments you experienced throughout your day. Within weeks, you'll discover consistent patterns in how the universe communicates specifically with you. Trusting your intuition when interpreting universal messages proves essential. Your intuition operates at frequencies beyond logical reasoning, accessing information your conscious mind cannot detect. When synchronicities appear, your first intuitive impression typically provides the most accurate interpretation before your analytical mind creates doubt. To increase synchronicities in your life, explicitly invite them. I am open to receiving clear signs about specific question or situation. Then release attachment to how these signs appear. The universe often communicates through unexpected channels: a billboard message, a child's comment, or a passage in a book that inexplicably catches your attention. Remember that signs and synchronicities serve as confirmation, correction, or direction for your manifestations. They indicate whether you're aligned with or diverging from your desires. When synchronicities flow abundantly, you're in harmony with universal energy. When they disappear, you may have drifted from your highest path. As you follow these divine breadcrumbs, you'll discover that the universe's timing often differs from your expectations. This brings us to our next principle, the delicate balance between directed intention and divine surrender. Chapter 7: Divine Timing, the Power of Surrender. A seed planted today won't produce fruit tomorrow regardless of how desperately you want it to. It must undergo a natural process of germination, growth, and maturation that cannot be rushed. Your manifestations follow similar divine timing, a paradoxical process requiring both passionate intention and peaceful surrender. This balance creates the optimal conditions for receiving. Attachment blocks receiving through energetic constriction. When you desperately need something to happen in a specific time frame or exact manner, you create resistance to the universe's natural flow. This attachment stems from fear that your needs won't be met, that opportunities will disappear, or that you'll be left behind. This fearful energy contradicts the trust required for effortless receiving. The critical difference between surrendering and giving up determines manifestation success. Surrendering means releasing attachment to how and when your desire manifests while maintaining absolute faith that it will. Giving up means abandoning your desire entirely and no longer holding its vibrational signature. Surrender empowers, giving up depletes. Practicing detachment while maintaining clear intention requires present-moment immersion. When you fully engage with what's available now rather than fixating on what's still becoming, you release the anxious energy that blocks receiving. This doesn't mean abandoning your desires but trusting the process of their unfolding without micromanaging every step. To cultivate trust in the universe's perfect timing, reflect on past experiences when delayed manifestations ultimately arrived at precisely the right moment after you'd grown enough to appreciate them, when circumstances had aligned perfectly, or when you could fully receive without negative consequences. These retrospective realizations build faith in current situations. The tide analogy offers helpful perspective on divine timing. Oceans have natural cycles of ebb and flow. Fighting against the outgoing tide exhausts you while accomplishing little. Working with incoming tide multiplies your progress with minimal effort. Similarly, recognizing and aligning with universal timing conserves energy while accelerating results. Try this surrender exercise. Identify one desire you've been struggling to manifest. Write it down, then consciously declare, "I release my attachment to how and when this manifests," while maintaining absolute certainty that it is already mine in divine timing. Then physically symbolize this surrender. Release a leaf into flowing water, tie a written intention to a helium balloon, or simply open your clenched hands to the sky. Patience transforms from passive waiting to active allowing when you understand divine timing. Each delay contains hidden blessings, additional preparation, protection from premature manifestation, or alignment of circumstances beyond your awareness. Trust that when manifestation seems delayed, the universe is orchestrating factors beyond your current perspective. While awaiting physical manifestation, you can experience your desire energetically through specific visualization practices. This brings us to our next powerful receiving technique: scripting your desired reality into existence. Chapter 8: Writing Your Reality, the Magic of Scripting. What if you could write your future into existence? A forgotten manifestation technique used by countless successful people throughout history involves exactly this: the practice of scripting, or writing detailed accounts of your desired reality as if already experienced. This method bypasses conscious resistance and speaks directly to your subconscious mind and the universal field. Scripting works through neurological and quantum principles. When you write detailed manifestation scripts, your brain can't distinguish between vividly imagined experiences and actual memories. This creates new neural pathways that prime your reticular activating system, the brain's filtering mechanism to recognize opportunities and resources that support your desired reality. Simultaneously, your focused consciousness affects quantum probability fields, increasing the likelihood of your desired outcomes materializing. To craft scripts that feel real to your subconscious, include these essential elements: first-person perspective, I am experiencing, rather than, I will experience; sensory-rich descriptions engaging all five senses; authentic emotional responses to your manifested reality; natural interactions with others; and realistic details that anchor your vision in plausible experience. The tense you use in scripting significantly impacts its effectiveness. Present tense creates immediate vibrational alignment. I am now earning $10,000 monthly through my thriving business. Past tense statements generate the feeling of accomplishment. I successfully launched my program and attracted ideal clients. Both approaches work powerfully for different purposes: present tense for ongoing states and past tense for completed achievements. Emotion and sensory details make scripts effective by increasing their neurological impact. Rather than writing, I have a beautiful home, try, I run my fingers along the smooth marble countertop in my sun-drenched kitchen, feeling profound gratitude as morning light streams through floor-to-ceiling windows overlooking the garden I've created. This sensory immersion generates the vibrational frequency of already having received. For money manifestations, try the divine deposit scripting format. Write as if unexpectedly discovering money in your bank account, describing your emotional response, how you'll use the funds, and the positive impact on your life. For relationship manifestations, script detailed scenes of meaningful interaction with your ideal partner. For career success, write about receiving recognition, completing significant projects, or experiencing professional fulfillment. Practice scripting for 15 to 20 minutes daily, preferably upon waking or before sleep when your subconscious mind is most receptive. After writing, close your eyes and fully immerse in the feelings your script generated. This emotional integration accelerates manifestation by aligning your entire energetic field with your desire. Review your scripts regularly but avoid anxiously checking for results, which creates doubt-based energy. Instead, reread them as a celebration of what's coming, generating fresh excitement and certainty each time. As manifestations begin appearing, document them alongside your scripts as evidence of the process working. While scripting offers tremendous power alone, combining it with numerical manifestation techniques creates even stronger receiving channels. This brings us to our next method: Nikola Tesla's intriguing 369 approach. Chapter 9: Tesla's Secret, Mastering the 369 Method. Nikola Tesla, perhaps history's greatest inventor, claimed, "If you knew the magnificence of the 3, 6, and 9, you would have a key to the universe." This cryptic statement forms the foundation of one of today's most popular manifestation techniques, the 369 method. But what makes these specific numbers so powerful for enhancing your receiving ability? The theory behind the 369 method connects to sacred mathematics and universal energy patterns. 3 represents creation and the triangle, a stable foundation for manifestation. 6 symbolizes harmony and balance, the energetic state required for receiving. 9 represents completion and transformation, the culmination of the manifestation process. These numbers also relate to Tesla's understanding of vortex mathematics, where energy follows specific numerical patterns as it manifests in physical reality. To implement the 369 method properly, follow this precise protocol. Every morning, immediately upon waking, write your desire 3 times. Each afternoon, write the same desire 6 times. Before bed, write it 9 times. Maintain this practice for 33 to 45 days without interruption. The consistency creates a powerful subconscious imprint, while the specific number sequence amplifies manifestation energy in alignment with universal mathematical principles. Creating powerful affirmations specifically for the 369 method requires particular formatting for maximum effectiveness. Your affirmation should be concise, ideally 6 to 8 words, present tense, emotionally charged, and believable to your subconscious. Rather than, "I will be rich," try, "I am joyfully receiving abundant prosperity now." The statement should generate immediate positive feeling when you write it. To enhance the method's power, maintain these practices. Write by hand rather than typing to engage more neural pathways. Use a dedicated journal used only for manifestation work. Write with full presence rather than mechanically. Visualize your desire for 17 seconds after completing each writing session, and trust the process without constantly checking for results. Common mistakes with the 369 approach include inconsistent practice, changing affirmations midway, using negatively phrased statements, or abandoning the practice before completion. The method works through accumulated energetic momentum interruptions. Restart the process rather than pause it. For accelerated results, combine the 369 method with emotional amplification. After writing your affirmation the required number of times, close your eyes and generate the emotions your manifested desire would create: gratitude, joy, security, freedom, love. Hold these emotions for at least 68 seconds, which quantum physics research suggests is the minimum time required to significantly impact probability fields. While relatively simple to implement, the 369 method initiates profound energetic shifts that extend beyond your specific desire. Users often report synchronicities increasing across all life areas, heightened intuition, and spontaneous solutions to seemingly unrelated problems. These side effects demonstrate the method's power to elevate your overall receiving capacity. As you master this technique, you may feel ready to explore even more advanced manifestation approaches, which brings us to our final chapter on quantum receiving methods. Chapter 10: Quantum Receiving, Advanced Manifestation Methods. Imagine standing at the edge of multiple realities, able to step into whichever version contains your desired experiences. Quantum physics suggests this isn't fantasy, but fundamental reality. Consciousness can shift between parallel possibilities. These advanced manifestation methods leverage quantum principles to dramatically accelerate your receiving through systematic reality selection. The pillow method harnesses your brain's most receptive state for subconscious reprogramming while you sleep. Your brain produces theta waves just before sleep and upon waking, creating a programming window when your subconscious mind is most impressionable. Each night, write your specific desire on a small paper and place it under your pillow. As you drift to sleep, visualize having already received your desire, feeling the associated emotions. Upon waking, before fully conscious, reaffirm your desire with gratitude as if already manifested. The scientific basis for this technique involves sleep-dependent memory consolidation. Research shows that information processed just before sleep receives preferential encoding in long-term memory, particularly when emotionally significant. By combining written affirmation, visualization, emotion, and this neurologically receptive state, you're essentially installing new reality templates in your subconscious operating system. The two-cup method applies quantum principles of collapsing wave functions through conscious observation. Label 2 cups, one with your current reality regarding a specific situation, another with your desired reality. Fill the first cup with water while focusing on your current circumstances. Pour the water into the second cup while visualizing the transfer of your consciousness from current to desired reality. Drink the water from the second cup, internally affirming that you've now shifted realities. This seemingly simple process creates powerful neurological and energetic pattern interrupts that facilitate reality transitions. The whisper method influences specific outcomes involving other people by leveraging quantum entanglement. When we interact with others, our energy fields become entangled, creating subtle influence channels. This technique begins by entering a meditative state to raise your vibration. Visualize the person you wish to influence, imagine walking toward them, and whispering your intention 3 times in their ear. Complete by visualizing them responding positively. This method works best with intentions aligned with the other person's highest good rather than manipulation. For maximum effectiveness, combine multiple techniques strategically rather than haphazardly. Begin with energetic clearing, Chapter 3, to create receptive space. Follow with scripting, Chapter 8, to program detailed outcomes. Implement the 369 method, Chapter 9, for consistency and mathematical amplification. Finally, apply quantum methods like the pillow technique during sleep cycles to bypass conscious resistance. Advanced practitioners can implement reality transurfing, a comprehensive manifestation system developed by quantum physicist Vadim Zeland. This approach treats reality as infinitely variable frequencies you can surf between through controlled attention, emotional management, and energy coordination. The core practice involves maintaining your energy lifeline through consistent inner balance while redirecting attention from unwanted to preferred reality lines. Remember that these advanced techniques require energetic responsibility. As your manifestation power increases, so does your responsibility to focus it consciously rather than reactively. Regularly check your intentions against your highest values to ensure you're creating realities that benefit not only yourself but contribute positively to collective experience. With consistent practice of these quantum receiving methods, what once seemed miraculous becomes your normal experience. Desired manifestations arriving with increasing speed and precision as you master the art of receiving from the universe. Chapter 11, Heart Connections, Receiving in Relationships. Have you ever noticed how much easier it is to give a gift than to receive one graciously? Watch someone open a present and hear them say, "Oh, you shouldn't have," or "This is too much." These common reactions reveal a profound truth: many of us find receiving far more challenging than giving, especially in our closest relationships. Yet relationships offer our greatest opportunities for receiving love, support, and growth when we learn to open ourselves fully. This difficulty with receiving stems from deep cultural and personal conditioning. From childhood, many of us internalize messages that it's selfish to receive, noble to give, and dangerous to depend on others. These beliefs create invisible barriers that block the very connections we most desire. The person who can't accept a compliment without deflecting it, the partner who rejects help when overwhelmed, the friend who always insists on paying. These behaviors seem generous but actually create energetic imbalances. The first step toward healthier receiving is recognizing your specific resistance patterns. Do you minimize compliments? Reject offers of help? Feel uncomfortable when someone does something special for you? Notice these reactions without judgment, understanding they're simply protective mechanisms developed earlier in life when dependency may have felt threatening. Opening yourself to receiving love and support without guilt requires consistent practice. Begin with smaller exchanges. When someone offers a compliment, take a deep breath, make eye contact, and simply say, "Thank you." Notice the discomfort this might trigger and breathe through it rather than escaping through deflection or immediate reciprocation. This simple practice gradually recalibrates your nervous system to tolerate the vulnerability of receiving. For deeper transformation, try the mirror exercise. Stand before a mirror, look into your eyes, and speak aloud, "I deserve to receive. I am worthy of support. I open myself to love." Notice any resistance that arises: physical tension, emotional discomfort, contradicting thoughts. These responses reveal your specific receiving blocks. Practice this daily, gradually increasing your capacity to feel worthy of receiving. Healthy relationships require balanced energy circulation through giving and receiving. When one person primarily gives while the other mainly receives, resentment inevitably develops. Consciously track your giving-receiving ratio in important relationships. If severely imbalanced in either direction, begin gentle course correction. If you're an overgiver, practice asking for what you need. If you primarily receive, look for meaningful ways to contribute. The universe responds to relationship intentions just as powerfully as material desires. To attract ideal relationships, first clarify exactly what you wish to receive: qualities like respect, emotional support, intellectual stimulation, or shared purpose. Then, crucially, embody these same qualities yourself. The universal principle remains consistent: you attract what you embody, not what you want. For existing relationships, try the receiving invitation. Create sacred space with a partner or friend and take turns completing these sentences: "Something I find difficult to receive is," and "Something I would love to receive more of is." This vulnerability opens new channels of connection and makes visible what has remained unspoken. Remember that receiving in relationships isn't just about material exchange but energy, attention, affection, support, and understanding. Each time you allow yourself to receive fully, you create space for deeper connection not just with others but with the universe itself. Now let's explore how these same principles apply to another crucial life area: financial prosperity. Chapter 12, Abundance Activation, the Art of Receiving Prosperity. What if money isn't just currency but a form of energy that responds directly to your relationship with it? This perspective transforms financial abundance from something you chase externally to something you allow to flow through your receiving channels. Financial prosperity follows the same universal principles we've explored, yet requires addressing specific blocks most humans develop around material wealth. Money operates energetically through specific frequencies, most prominently security, freedom, power, and worth. Your dominant emotional association with money determines which frequency you primarily access. Someone who associates money with security experiences different financial patterns than someone who links money with power or freedom. The first step in prosperity receiving is identifying your primary money frequency and whether it generates expansion or contraction in your energy field. Try this revealing exercise. Close your eyes and say aloud, "Money flows easily to me in expected and unexpected ways." Notice what arises: hope, disbelief, excitement, anxiety. Your immediate emotional response reveals your current money frequency. If predominantly negative, this energy creates invisible barriers to financial receiving regardless of your external actions. Specific prosperity blocks include worthiness issues, "I don't deserve wealth," scarcity programming, "there's never enough," exchange beliefs, "money requires struggle," identity limitations, "people like me don't get rich," or ethical concerns, "wealth is spiritually corrupting." Each block requires specific reprogramming through consistent thought and energy work. The prosperity clearing statement helps dissolve these blocks. I release all beliefs, programming, vows, agreements, and cellular memories that prevent me from receiving abundant prosperity now. Repeat this statement daily for 33 days while visualizing these barriers dissolving into light. This practice systematically removes subconscious resistance to receiving wealth. Daily prosperity alignment practices substantially accelerate financial receiving. Begin each morning with the abundance attention exercise. Spend 5 minutes focusing exclusively on evidence of abundance already present in your life. Notice the resources, opportunities, support, and possibilities currently available rather than dwelling on what's lacking. This shifts your frequency from scarcity to sufficiency, creating new receiving channels. Creating a receiving-friendly relationship with money involves treating it as a welcome guest rather than an enemy or obsession. Organize your financial environment. Clean your wallet, organize financial documents, balance accounts, express gratitude for current resources. This environmental alignment signals your readiness to receive greater abundance. The prosperity breathing technique rapidly shifts your financial frequency. Inhale slowly while visualizing golden light entering your body, representing unlimited abundance. Hold briefly, then exhale completely, releasing all resistance to receiving wealth. Practice for 5 minutes daily, especially before financial activities like paying bills, discussing money, or making investment decisions. Remember that money responds primarily to your energy rather than your actions. When your financial actions align with prosperous energy, results multiply exponentially. This brings us to our most powerful receiving accelerator, the practice of gratitude, which transforms all aspects of manifestation. Chapter 13, The Gratitude Magnet, Ultimate Receiving Power. Imagine discovering a single practice that could instantly amplify your receiving capacity across every life dimension. This isn't hypothetical. Gratitude functions precisely this way, acting as the most powerful magnetic force for attracting your desires. While simple in concept, gratitude's transformative impact emerges through consistent, authentic practice rather than mechanical repetition. Scientific research confirms gratitude's remarkable effects. Studies from positive psychology pioneers demonstrate that regular gratitude practices measurably increase happiness levels, strengthen immune function, improve sleep quality, enhance relationship satisfaction, and even boost financial decision-making. More importantly for manifestation, gratitude dramatically shifts your brainwave patterns from beta, active thinking, to alpha and theta states where receiving becomes neurologically effortless. The electromagnetic field generated by your heart, which extends several feet beyond your physical body, literally changes its frequency when you experience genuine gratitude. HeartMath Institute research shows that gratitude produces the most coherent heart rhythms of any emotion, creating an energetic broadcast that the universe responds to immediately. This explains why gratitude accelerates manifestation more powerfully than any other practice. Moving beyond basic gratitude lists requires engagement with advanced practices. The gratitude immersion involves selecting one ordinary item from your environment daily and spending 5 full minutes appreciating everything about it: its origins, beauty, function, the people involved in creating it, and how it enriches your life. This depth practice trains your consciousness to extract maximum appreciation from minimum stimuli, developing gratitude muscles that function independently of circumstances. The paradox of genuine gratitude before manifestation challenges many practitioners. How do you sincerely feel thankful for something not yet physically present? The key lies in understanding that time operates differently in consciousness than in physical reality. Through visualization, you can access the feeling of having already received your desire, generating authentic gratitude from that future memory perspective. Try the gratitude projection technique. Close your eyes and visualize yourself 6 months in the future having already received your desired manifestation. From this future self's perspective, look back at today as the pivotal moment when everything began shifting. Feel the genuine gratitude your future self has for your present self's alignment practices. This creates an energetic bridge between present limitation and future fulfillment. Creating gratitude momentum involves establishing consecutive days of appreciation focus. Each day of consistent gratitude practice builds upon the previous, creating compounding returns in receiving capacity. Begin with the 24-hour gratitude challenge for one full day. Find something to genuinely appreciate every hour you're awake, recording each instance. This intensive practice repatterns your attentional habits toward appreciation rather than criticism or lack. The gratitude expansion exercise rapidly accelerates receiving. Whenever you notice something positive in your experience, consciously multiply your appreciation by asking, "What else about this can I appreciate?" For example, if enjoying a delicious meal, appreciate not just the taste but the nourishment, the farmers who grew the ingredients, the cultural traditions behind the recipe, the sense organs allowing you to enjoy it. This expansive gratitude generates increasingly powerful receiving channels. While gratitude creates the optimal conditions for receiving, sometimes we still encounter persistent resistance. Let's explore how to break through these manifestation plateaus when they arise. Chapter 14: Breaking Through, When Nothing Seems to Work. Even the most skilled manifestors occasionally hit plateaus where nothing seems to work. These frustrating periods don't indicate failure but signal important evolutionary opportunities. When your receiving system stalls, specific diagnoses and interventions can quickly restore flow and often lead to breakthrough manifestations beyond what you initially sought. The most common reasons for manifestation blockages include depleted energy, subconscious resistance, excessive attachment, misaligned action, unclear intentions, or disharmonious timing. Rather than assuming universal withholding, recognize these temporary misalignments as feedback mechanisms guiding you toward greater alignment. To diagnose which aspect of your receiving practice needs adjustment, conduct the manifestation audit. For 7 consecutive days, journal about your energy state, predominant thoughts, emotional patterns, inspired actions, and synchronicities. This comprehensive self-assessment typically reveals clear patterns indicating your specific blockage point. Most practitioners discover their obstacle falls into one of 3 categories: energy issues, belief contradictions, or intuitive misalignment. For energy depletion, the reset immersion provides immediate intervention. Completely withdraw from manifestation practices for 72 hours, focusing exclusively on restoration through nature immersion, adequate sleep, nourishing food, and pleasurable activities without agenda. This energy reset often spontaneously resolves receiving blocks without additional techniques. For belief contradictions, implement the shadow integration process. Identify the precise benefit your subconscious receives from not manifesting your desire. Common shadow benefits include avoiding responsibility, maintaining identity coherence, preventing disappointment, or protecting relationships. Once identified, consciously integrate this shadow motivation. I acknowledge part of me fears success because it would mean giving up familiar limitations. I honor this protective instinct while choosing expansion. For intuitive misalignment, the pendulum redirection technique quickly restores flow. Sit quietly and ask, is this specific manifestation aligned with my highest good? Notice subtle bodily sensations. Expansion indicates alignment, contraction suggests redirection is needed. Often what appears as manifestation failure actually represents intuitive redirection towards something better. Emergency techniques to restart your receiving flow include modality switching, environmental pattern interrupts, and quantum jumping. Modality switching involves changing your manifestation approach entirely. If visualization hasn't worked, switch to scripting. If affirmations feel stale, try embodiment practices. Environmental pattern interrupts require physically changing your surroundings through travel, rearrangement, or new routines. Quantum jumping uses the act as if principle for 72 consecutive hours, completely embodying your desired reality regardless of physical evidence. Knowing when to persist versus when to pivot represents mastery in manifestation. Continue your current approach when you experience increased synchronicities, expanded energy, growing clarity, or intuitive confirmation despite external delays. Consider pivoting when you continuously encounter the same obstacles, feel increasing resistance, experience persistent negative emotions, or receive repeated intuitive redirection. The breakthrough zone typically appears just beyond maximum frustration. When nothing seems to be working, you're often on the precipice of your greatest manifestation if you maintain alignment without forcing outcomes. This counterintuitive truth has been confirmed by countless practitioners who report their most significant breakthroughs occurred precisely when they were ready to abandon their practice. With these troubleshooting tools available, you can navigate any receiving challenge with confidence, knowing blocks aren't failures but feedback guiding you toward even greater alignment with universal abundance. Everything in the universe operates through dynamic exchange, a constant flow of giving and receiving. From subatomic particles exchanging energy to galaxies exchanging light, this rhythm of circulation creates the cosmic dance we experience as reality. You participate in this exchange whether conscious of it or not. The principles and techniques we've explored simply make this participation conscious, intentional, and expansive. By implementing these receiving practices, you're not learning something new but returning to your natural state as a powerful co-creator with the universe. Children innately understand receiving. Watch how eagerly they accept gifts, help, and opportunities without the complications adults introduce. This natural receptivity is your birthright, temporarily forgotten through conditioning but fully reclaimable through practice. Remember that receiving is a skill that improves with consistent application. Don't overwhelm yourself trying to implement every technique simultaneously. Choose one practice that resonates most strongly and apply it daily for at least 21 days before evaluating results or adding additional methods. This focused approach builds momentum within your subconscious, creating permanent shifts rather than temporary changes. The universe responds not to occasional effort but to vibrational consistency. Brief moments of alignment followed by hours of doubt generate mixed results at best. Instead, commit to maintaining your receiving practices, especially when external evidence hasn't yet manifested. This persistence through the manifestation gap demonstrates the faith that accelerates receiving. As you develop your receiving capacity, extend compassion to yourself during the learning process. You're unlearning lifetimes of limitation programming and establishing new neural and energetic pathways. Celebrate small shifts in awareness and subtle synchronicities as evidence of your expanding receptivity. The universe is infinitely patient and abundant, always ready to match your energy when you're truly prepared to receive. There are no deadlines in universal time, no scarcity of resources, no competition for abundance. Your receiving journey unfolds at exactly the right pace for your highest evolution and greatest joy. Thank you for listening to Receiving from the Universe, How to Get What You Want Every Time. We've explored powerful principles and practical techniques for expanding your capacity to receive abundance in all forms, from love and support to financial prosperity and purposeful fulfillment. If you found value in this audiobook, please subscribe to the Audiobooks Library channel for daily content on manifestation, spiritual growth, and conscious creation. Each audiobook we produce is carefully designed to provide actionable wisdom for tangible transformation in your life. The expanded ebook version of this audiobook is available with additional exercises, troubleshooting guides, and resources to further accelerate your receiving practice. You'll find the link in the description below this video. Until then, may you receive everything your heart truly desires, and may your expanded receiving create ripples of abundance that touch everyone in your life. Remember, the universe isn't withholding anything from you. It's simply waiting for you to open your arms and receive.